everyone. Captain's Live Log, Earth date 2023, June 28th, accordingly, approximately 3:51 Mountain Time. So this is just a brief check-in for my logs, just to try and see if I can make sense of things and try and talk things a little bit out for myself. As I'm sure everyone has been aware, I've been away for a few weeks. I've been in Las Vegas for the past 2 weeks, taking care of some family matters and just hanging out and trying to get myself sorted and organized. That being said, hey, Daniel, how's it going, friend? Anyways, hey, LDG, how's it going? But just to bring everybody up to speed, I have a few updates here, but I am trying to get myself in a better financial situation, i.e. trying to get myself an actual, full-time job somewhere. Because let's see. As everyone was aware, I hit a deer at the beginning of the month. So my car was out of commission. And as I'm sure many of you may or may not be aware, I've been driving Uber to make a living and try and keep myself afloat for the time being. And I've actually had to not only get the car fixed in terms of the cosmetic damage, which looks great now. It looks like it's brand new. I also had to take the car in earlier yesterday to get the front axle replaced because it's been doing it for a while and it was going to take some damage at some point and probably cause me to get into worse shape than I was already in. So my transportation is now completely restored. I have all the exterior work already done. So now it's just a matter of getting the interior eventually cleaned up and cleaned out and ready for, more of the, Uber driving that I have to do to, survive essentially. And that's what it is. It's no longer about trying to be financially stable. It's just a matter of surviving at this point. Thankfully, I'm in a decent market in the Denver metro area. So there is a decent market to help keep me afloat. But I mean, it's just a stopgap measure until I can actually secure a more solidified position. So doing the bare minimum math and accounting for everything that I can think of, rent, credit card debt, consolidation payments, monthly expenses that I have to, pay for. It's roughly around $3,000 a month. So $3,000 a month times 12, minimum 36K a year. So if I can score a job where, I'm making at least 45 or, the average salary is, 45K or better, then I can survive. I could potentially survive and supplement my income with further Uber driving on the weekends. That is the ideal plan. But as I'm sure everyone is aware who may or may not be looking for a job right now, things are extremely competitive and very difficult to find any work right now. For reference, I have myself listed as a business analyst. And so I try to, find jobs like that. But unfortunately, with all those postings, usually there's about already 100 plus applicants within the first 2 hours of the posting. So that's not exactly a viable option. So right now, when I'm not driving and I'm home and resting and recuperating, the plan is to revamp my resume using ChatGPT to help, further expand it and make it more competitive, hopefully. And taking that resume and applying it to all the various websites that I can. So LinkedIn, Indeed, Monster, ZipRecruiter, Dice. Those are the 5 big ones that I can think of that I'm, functioning on right now in terms of being an available applicant. Having said that, I've been going at this since about the middle of March. So about March 15th. And it's been about 3.5 months and, no real bites as of yet. So that means either there's something wrong with my resume, which I need to look at, or I'm not applying fast enough to get into the job market that I need to be in. So until then, what I have done is I have accrued an additional resource to help with in the way of a credit card. And that's how I was able to pay for my repair expense earlier today, which wasn't, that was about another $15.50 charge on my card. So, and I know the irony being I'm trying to get out of credit card debt, but now I have to get another credit card in order to survive. And so right now I'm going to try to apply as much as I can drive for the next week, trying to offset my credit card debt because I can pay for my rent with the credit card, which is not ideal, but it is something that I have to do. You're trying to find work in a flooded market by the sounds of it to me. Yep, you're absolutely right, Neil. It's very much flooded. So, I mean, business analyst, business intelligence analyst, product manager, product owner, and quality assurance tester, anything I can get my resume in front of, I'm trying to get my work done. I'm just trying to get whatever position I can find. I think the only promising one I have right now is working at a call center for Fidelity Investments, which, again, not ideal, but the bare minimum I think they offered was like $45K for an annual salary, which, again, I can make that work and still supplement with driving Uber on the weekends. Hey, Gorilla, how's it going? So all of that kind of, accumulating in the fact of, why am I trying to do all this? Well, I'm trying to do all this to, make ends meet and just trying to keep my independence as best as I can. I do have my mom helping me out a little bit financially, and she's been a great help to me, but I'm also in the mindset that I'm going to work to try and make things whole in a sense, in the terms of Fidelity. So you'd be the one harassing me. Hey, I'm all for, paying whatever bills, or DoorDash / Uber Eats. Neil, the only reason I don't do DoorDash or Uber Eats is because I've heard many horror stories about trying to get food orders to certain people. It would require me to get in and out of my car, waiting in line for other orders to get, processed. So for me, I focus primarily on just delivering people from A to B. And in the past, that's usually worked out pretty well. But we're going to try and see how well things continue to work out, especially up here in the Denver area. So, in summary, the whole point is just trying to make sure that I can fulfill not only my rent obligations, but just trying to make sure that I can, still be independent, because I'm realizing that eventually I'm going to have to move back to Las Vegas to live with my mom. The significant advantage to that is I wouldn't have to necessarily pay rent. So, and Las Vegas is another excellent market for Uber drivers because, it's a giant metropolitan area, international travel, and Las Vegas is, just a great hub to try to, make ends meet. Is it ideal? No, because I have to use my own car, because if I were to try to rent a car from Uber, that's $300 out of my weekly paycheck. So, I'm just reading your comment, Daniel. Yeah. That's the other thing too. I tried actually applying for a few other jobs. Like I tried to apply at Walgreens as a store associate. They said no. I tried to apply as being a Domino's delivery driver, and they said no. So I'm not sure exactly. Like I said, I'm not sure if it's something wrong with my resume or what's going on, but I am trying. And that's the point, is that I've had some very rough nights over the past couple weeks. I've had sleepless nights. I've had very much high anxiety about how am I going to make it the next day. And it's been tough. I'm not going to lie to anybody. I'm not going to sugarcoat it either. It's been pretty tough. So, I don't know how the future of my live streaming is going to be. Maybe it'll be something related to Uber driving. I don't know, but I'll try and be a little bit more present now that I'm actually home and in front of my own computer and actually have a more reasonable internet connection. So, but my lease here at my current location essentially will end in the early week of November. So the plan is, if I can, somehow make it to November. Hey, Gap. How's it going, Gap? So the goal would be to try to make it to November so I can at least move out of here and get back to Las Vegas. I would obviously have to downgrade and remove a lot of my possessions, but boiling everything down, I can definitely make it so that it fits all in my car. Having said all that, there are other circumstances that are flowing into this. So I'm just working on it, trying to make myself whole again. Ideally, what I'd like to do is try to give myself, at least as much time as I can to, secure a job in some fashion or form. In the short term, I am trying to give myself up until the 15th of July. And if I don't have anything really lined up or solidified by then, even in the mere hopes, it'll just be all dependent on how much I can make in the next couple weeks. If I can still make it as an Uber driver, I'll do that. And I'll keep it going for as long as I can. If it doesn't, then, come July 15th, I have to drop everything and start throwing stuff away and start getting ready to move. Because there'll be no other choice, unfortunately. And so, I have pretty much 17 days to try and get a solid lead on something, anything. So I am trying, and that's the point, is that I'm trying my best. And I don't know how well it's all going to work out, but I'm just trying. That's all I can ask of myself right now, is that I'm just trying and getting as many applications in as I can. I mean, I'm probably getting up to like 50 to 75 applications in, per day if I can. And that's not nearly enough. So, and thank you, Gap. I appreciate it, because I'll take all the help I can get right now, any help I can get right now. Just to have a solid lead on something. So, yeah. You're right, Daniel. I mean, it does. And unfortunately, as a driver, most people do look down upon me because, they feel like they wouldn't do that work either, which is why I tell people, if you are taking an Uber or a Lyft, be sure to tip your driver, because they're in a worse situation than you are. 9 times out of 10, they have it, they're just trying to make their ends meet. And Ricky, wow, how are you, my friend? It's been quite some time. I know it's been quite some time for everybody, for me to be on here. So, yeah, the point is I'm just trying to make myself, employable, and trying to get my resume out there to as many eyeballs as I can see, or that can see it, and just trying to get a job, any job at this point, where, like I said before, minimum, if I can score a job that does 45K a year, I'm happy. I won't be really saving much. I won't be really doing much, but 45K before taxes will work out just fine. Oh no, what happened to the WoW? I must have missed something in the past couple of weeks. This is what I get for not having a full-time job, is I'm not able to keep up with all my online friends. Hang on, just pouring the last. Oh, fuck me. Oh, there goes the coffee. Ooh, nice, Ricky. Congrats. So, anyways, what was I getting at? No worries, Ricky. You don't have to discuss. I was just curious. It's like I tell everybody. If you don't want to talk about it, you don't have to. It's just just a curiosity question. But I'm not here to bust balls or do anything like that. Vegas was good. I got a chance to hang out with my brother, my mother, our family friends. I got to see my cousin for the first time in a couple of years. I got to hang out with my niece for a while, and it was nice just to get away from everything and just to have somebody to talk to and just hang out with. And while I do appreciate and I really do enjoy our time together here online and in live streams and wherever I can be a presence, I really do enjoy it, because, even though most of us have never met each other in real life, you're all real to me, and I really do enjoy our time together, because it is a great, social support structure that I don't necessarily have in the real life, because it's hard to, keep up with friends and do all of that when I'm driving all the time. I'm just reading your comment there, Daniel. It's bad out there, and it's bad in the internet community as well. It's so fragile and fickle. it's tough right now where, wherever we go. And it was actually interesting. I was in an Uber earlier this morning going to get my car. You real Mike and that golden for me. Thanks, Cap. I was listening to, I was in the Uber and they had somebody, what was it, Glenn Beck or something on the radio, which I wasn't paying really much attention to. I was just, trying to focus. So, it got me thinking that, it's nice that everybody has time to listen to the news and do all this. And then I reflect back on my own situation and I'm just thinking to myself, I've got to get my ass in gear and I've got to get to work. I don't have time to worry about, politics or anything of that sort, or, what side is doing what. I don't have time for it. I really don't. So, for me, it's a matter of, like I said earlier in this stream, it's just a matter of surviving. Well, politics will not help me survive right now. Will I still vote? Sure. But, it's ultimately the discussion of it is not going to really help me in any sense. And so that's when I pull the curtains back and just like, if anybody talks to me about anything, I'm like, that's great. If you want my honest opinion, you'll get it, but you're not going to like it because, I'm in survival mode. Yeah, sure, Daniel. Let me put my, I'll put my email in the chat real quick. I don't care who gets it because, well, it's out there for everybody. So, but yeah, that's kind of the strives and struggles that are going on over here in the Rockies. And the other thing too is, I can't indulge in really anything anymore. All right, Daniel, you take care, my friend. I hope to see you in another live stream later. I don't know where or when, but hopefully we'll see each other again. But until then, I hope you have a good one. So yeah, today and tomorrow, it's all about resume rebuilding, job applications, and I have an interview for the call center job tomorrow for about an hour. So I'm really hoping that goes well. And then I get, an actual, next steps. This is what I'm really hoping, because a lot of the times I'll get through the recruiters and then that's it. I don't hear anything further from them. So, just have to keep plugging along and just move along. So, you're not missing much in politics or crime. Oh, Jesus. Once again, we just have fires to deal with. And I remember the smoke that happened down up here in the Denver area, and then it moved over to New York, and now it's just all over the place. So I don't know what's going to happen with the fires. I hope they get them under control, if not already, but it sounds like there needs to be, it sounds like there's thank you, Gab. I appreciate that. I really do. This face might not show it all the time, but I really do appreciate it. But for right now, the other interesting thing I was witnessing was being introduced to television again. I don't have any cable or anything like that. I just have the internet and a few streaming services. So being exposed to the wonders of TV again, and realizing that it's probably a medium that's going to go out of the way soon. It was just interesting, especially seeing episodes of things like Shark Tank. That was very interesting to watch, and seeing people come up with all these different ideas and, thinking that, yeah, some of these can work and some of these are just like, no, it won't work. And that's something I've learned from watching that show is, being realistic, but also, you can be, have an ingenious design or product, but unless it's, something that can easily be, manufactured and really make a severe impact on the, country or the globe, it's, it's hard to make it move forward. There was an I remember specifically seeing an electric car company that was trying to get off the ground, because they were electric cars and they were trying to be like Uber. I'm like, that's not going to work. It's just not, at least not in the, in a good sense. So, I don't know if that company is still going or not. I didn't have time to really look into it, but I just know that, there'll always be some kind of driving job somewhere, which is also something I'm, looking into as well. But it's hard to get, to be like a driver for like UPS or FedEx or even Amazon, just because, Again, you have to get up, get out, take, deliver the packages and do all that crap. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Hopefully things go well tomorrow, and hopefully things go well for the rest of the day. But yeah. Oh, hang on, I have a quick call here. 1 second. You can just watch me yak, yak, yak for a second. All right, I'm back. Jesus Christ, they take forever. All right, let me see where I was. All right, we already saw that one. Yep, thank you, Gap. I appreciate it. Yes, Gorilla, I have thought about it. What I would probably do is once I have like a remote position, I'd probably try and move to a smaller town where the rent is not as terrible. But as I mentioned earlier in the stream, the other idea is moving in with my mom, so I wouldn't have to pay the $1,700 in rent, which is astronomical for a single person. But that's what it is for right now. So let's see here. Not too bad you're not up here in the middle plan. Yeah, see, 26 an hour, I could probably make that work. But again, I'm not there. I'm here in the Colorado area. Hey, Gorillas. Thank you, Ricky. Appreciate it. Hey, Gap. And yes, Gorillas, this was one of those ones where it was just like, talk, 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 talk. Nothing actually moving forward. So really great there. What else is there? Hey, Brandon, it's been a while. I hope you're doing well. I haven't seen you in a while. Brandon, welcome back. Yep. Geez, my house payment was only $324. I would adore that. Really would. But you know what? This is Denver, unfortunately. So can't do too much about it. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and probably call it here for today. I'll try and be back on tomorrow. I don't know. My lot rent is $365. Jesus Christ. I wish I could have something like that. I really wish I'd have something like that. But not in the cards right now. So, all right, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I got to go clean up my car and get ready for a dinner date here with the girlfriend. And I'm going to try and lock in some more. Need a small town in Flowerland, right? And thanks, Gap. I'll see you all soon. But yeah, I'm going to go take care of some stuff, get some things addressed, and hopefully get my resume built up and on there. You too, Ricky. I hope to see you later on, maybe on I Love Weed live stream or something. Anyways, that's going to do it for the log entry today. I hope to be back on tomorrow if I have time. If not, I'll try and make some. I'll do my best to try and make time for another log entry. But until then, count your blessings. We're all still alive and above ground. And if you have a job, do what you can to keep it, because this economy is just extremely difficult right now. And as Neil said earlier, it is flooded. It is absolutely flooded. So hopefully things will turn around at some point, but we'll see. Anyways, I'll take care for now. I'll be signing off for now. Everyone else, take care of yourselves. Be sure to drink plenty of water, and just watch your expenses. Make sure you live within your means. That's just my advice, just from all this experience thus far. So, all right, everybody, I'm signing off for now. Everybody, you all take care of yourselves, and I will see you all next time. Everyone here is looking for help. Yep, aren't we all? All right, take care, everybody. And oh, hi, Allie. I'm just actually about to sign off. I got to go take care of a few things, but yeah, I know. I don't really drink water. It's mostly coffee flavored. So I will catch you all next time. Until then, take care of yourselves. Be well, and yeah, no worries, Allie. I'll try and catch you next time, or I'll try and be on I Love Weed live stream later tonight. All right, everybody, take care. I'll see you next time, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll catch up again soon. Thanks.